What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Transformers video review, or welcome to the channel. Welcome. If you're starting out on this channel, you picked a crazy video to do it. This is going to be a long one, so sit down, relax, get some drinks, some snacks, whatever. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Haslab. I think it was part of the Legacy subline. So, Transformers Legacy Deathsaurus. Here he is in his dinosaur mode, dinosaur bird winged beast mode. As you can see, he comes with a blast effect, but he comes with two. It's the jet fire blast effect in purple. Really great blast effect to have in your collection, in my opinion. So, but here he is. He comes with a lot more accessories that can't be put on the alt mode, which we're gonna have to take a look at later on. But he looks cool. He comes on this, he has a stand with this little red holder, but it's just like a gray platform with some holes in it, which we'll take a look at in a second as well. A few seconds. But he looks cool. I'll take him off the stand in a second, but let's just get these guys out of the way. He comes with these two, he comes with a boat and an ambulance. And if you saw my previous review of Victory Saber, he came with these two, actually. He came with Holly and Fire, and so these four make the Rescue Patrol. These were unlockables if you did the Haslab. I got him secondhand. I got him in box complete, you know, unopened. I got him down the line. I didn't back him, but, you know, if you backed him, which I guess they did, they got him past the backers, you know, the goal. So he unlocked, you know, stand, a throne, which we'll see in a second. He got these little guys. Anyway, if you are watching this video, you probably know how the Haslabs work. So he comes with Boater, which is a very creative name. Good job, Japanese Transformers producers or whoever came up with this. Boater and Peepo. Yeah, his name is Peepo. Yeah, a little ambulance. So to transform Peepo, you bring down the front of the ambulance, flip out the feet, which is pretty cool. I really like that transformation. Split the legs, and then bring down the hands and the arms, and there we go. There is Peepo in robot mode. And this should be, like, upscale. This should be, like, something that happens for a bigger scale figure. I don't know, I think that'd be kind of cool. Articulation is very minimal. Ball joint at the shoulders, ball joint at the hips, and a knee. And I think the head can swivel a little bit, but it's in there, and it's hard to get to, so, you know. But, pretty cool, very easy to transform, very quick. Nice little ambulance. So, just put people off to the side. I was gonna... There we go. Boater is a speedboat. To transform Boater, you just gotta bring down the legs like this, flip up those white pieces, bring down the front of the boat, and then bring out the arms. And Boater looks pretty cool. He or she, I haven't watched Victory, so I don't know who these people are. But Boater has a cool face, kind of like a knight face. It looks like Needle Nose. If any of you know Needle Nose. Cool face, though. Ball joint the hips, knees, and shoulders. So, a little bit more dynamic than Peepo, but it's still a Micromaster, so there's not much going on. But I'm just going to put Boater back into boat mode. And put it off the side. So, here is Deathsaurus in his beast mode. Just gonna take that out of his mouth. Very awesome. I'm just gonna take him off the stand as well. Put it off to the side. And we'll take a look at him in a better view. So, he turns to a bird. Pretty much, it's an evil looking bird. It's kind of like a dinosaur, like a Godzilla, kind of, with wings. But Very cool looking. This side is pretty plain because this is kind of like just the back side of the robot mode. And so all the wing detailing is on this side. Not really sure why they couldn't flip it or anything. I'm making sure I didn't miss that it can actually be flipped. No, I'm pretty sure that's just how it is. So, it's alright though. Pretty cool, solid, heavy. A little bit of articulation is basically just arm articulation for robot mode. So backwards knees, or knees, which are backwards elbows, a swivel, an out, a ratchet. No ankle tilt, which kind of sucks. I don't know how they would have done it, but it's kind of just like you can splay the legs, but you can't tilt the ankles. But he has toe articulation, so that's awesome. You got toes, which is very nice. And then full 360, it's like a hinge and a swivel and another swivel and another hinge. So a lot going on with the arms. The head is on a swivel, so you can do that. This piece moves around, so it gives some easy articulation. Mouth gonna open, which you saw earlier. That looks pretty sick, actually. Wow. That's nice. Yeah. It's a beast mode. Not a ton to say about it, other than it looks cool. I really like the colors of Deathsaurus, the gold, the blue, the light blue, the gray. But something cool for this mode. Cool and weird and strange and, you know, all that. He comes with this cannon called the Living Metal Destroying Cannon. Long name, but, you know, it's cool. Long gun, so I guess it fits. But basically, he can hold it in beast mode. You just tab it onto his shoulder. You see there's a tab hole on his shoulder. It's on the other side as well. And then there you go. There he is. You can have a bird holding a laser cannon. What was going on in the 90s in Japan? Well, like, what was happening with Transformers just in general? Like, it was like the late 80s, early 90s. Fascinating. Anyway, we'll take a look at this closer later on. Actually, we can just do it now. It's just a cannon. It's big. It's a huge cannon. Has weird posable fingers. And it can collapse like that. But nice detailing. A little bit purple, black, red. Some silver. But we'll show it off in robot mode later. Which we should do now, actually. We should just get him into robot mode. So, to transform him, you're just going to want to position the head in a way that it can fold down later on. Collapse the arms and bring them in like this. Bring out this piece like that. And fold it around. Do it again. And then, let's do that in a second. Bring forward, which is actually bringing back the wings. And they tab together. Snap out the white pieces, basically just the shoulders from the legs. They fold up and around and tab into the chest. Boom. Bam. Bring down the arms. And for the legs, you bring out the gold pieces, or I guess more like a yellow, kind of like a mustard color. Bring those up, bring that out. We'll take a look at that in a second. And then the legs aren't even tabbed together, but so they just kind of splay, bring out these gray panel pieces, bring around the leg, and then the gold piece snaps into, or not snaps, it just kind of rests in the baby blue part in the knee, like that. And then bring out the foot, come back here, collapse the panels like this, but also bring out this panel, which comes and folds around. Bring up the heel, and it is kind of an awesome leg transformation, which is weird to say, but there's just so much happening. Like, folds up, and then the panels just collapse and come down and fold around. That's just really cool to me. So, it doesn't like to stay together, but that's fine. Not really. Then, you just make sure the legs are straight, like that. Then these panels pop up. The hands, the feet, fold around like that, swivel around, and then the hands, you just got to push them out and bring them around. Which is weirdly difficult, I guess. There's one arm. Like that. And then finally, you just want to bring down the head of the bird, which reveals the head of the robot. And then it just sits at the back. And there we go. You can adjust those ears how you want. I like to have them out like that. But here he is. Actually, you can have those. Again, position the feet or whatever, however you want. I think I should have them like that. But wow, he has quite a presence, actually. He's about as tall as Victory Saber, which we'll check out in a second. But he is about as tall as just like he's commander class, so he has height. He's big, which I was surprised about for whatever reason when I got him. But he is as tall as Victory Saber, and those are two guys as one. So very cool looking figure though. This tail, which we took apart a second ago, just opens up like this, and it becomes a shield. So the blue part can come out like that, and you can put it in his hand. But what I like to do, and how it kind of is always, is like this. Actually, it's kind of like that. Then he has this up here that opens up, and then just tabs onto his shoulder like that. And there you go. Pretty cool. And then his chest. He has some more little guys. He has the breast force. That is actually what they're called, is the breast force. So this guy is tiger chest, and I think this guy is eagle chest. Pretty sure that's what they're called, which is cool. Really awesome. But yeah, there he is, you know, naked. Which is also, it's still a good design. Like, he still looks good. I just prefer him with, you know, stuff on. But that's pretty cool looking. So, eagle and tiger chest are apparently his breast force, which is nice. So, we'll take a look at the eagle first. And it is basically just a cassette. You know, it's like a Soundwave minion. But to transform him, actually first, he becomes a gun. So it's literally just the box with the guns flipped out. And you can give him to Deathsaurus. It's really silly looking, but that's pretty cool. So, for his transformation, you just basically pull out the wings, and that's about it. Wings, head, legs. Actually, that could probably, no. Legs, and this panel flips out, and it's his tail. So, pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little bird. The mouth can open. And then he has like a swivel head, a hinge, another hinge, and a ton of wing articulation. So, oh, and he has ball joints there, which is pretty annoying to me, just because of the way he can't really stand very well. But, you know, he's cool looking. And he's going to actually come back in a second. But, so he's going to stay naked for now, because I have something to show off. And then Here is eagle chest, or no, said it again, tiger chest. I keep thinking eagle because he has the wings. But basically, to transform him, it's just extend the head and then bring out this piece like that. Just open them up, bring around these legs, bring out the tail. Then bring out the legs. And that's pretty much it. Then you can collapse these again. Or keep them open, but I like to collapse them for this mode. I don't like animal modes with 4 legs, because then it's so many legs to try to get straight and make stand well, and it's annoying. But his articulation, he has ball joints right there, but they're small, and so they can't really move like a ball joint would. So it's basically just a swivel, a hinge, a hinge, a hinge, wing articulation, I guess. A little bit of action at the tail, which is cool. And then his mouth can open. Really wide, actually. Wow. But yeah, there he is. He has pets, so that's pretty cool. But this guy is actually more than meets the eye. He's more than just 2 modes. He becomes something else, which I'll show off right now. Basically, just put him back into the chest form. Like this. Keep these splayed out like that. And then you take the arrow that he comes with, bring out this little panel right here. Like this. Put the arrow on. In some way. Is that it? I guess that's it. And then I'm trying to remember how it... Oh, there we go. It's like that, I guess. Which arm does it go on? I never use this bow and arrow mode because I think it's silly, and I like having the chest piece. But it somehow it tabs on like that. I actually cannot remember for the life of me how it goes. Oh, 2 tabs, 2 holes. One bow and arrow, and it is really dumb. You know, it's funny, it's fun, it's a cool thing, but it's silly. But that does look pretty cool, doesn't it? That looks cool. I'm just a hater. That's pretty cool looking. But I'm just gonna take him off, and we're gonna set him off to the side in beast mode, because there's one more thing to show off with these guys in their beast modes that I'm gonna put them back on. But for right now, let's bring back that stand, because last time in my Victory Saber review, I've just completely forgot about it. So let's just get it over with now. No, it's this way, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So he has the stand. It goes into his butt, like most stands would. And yeah, he can be there. So I don't really care for the stands because they stand well on their own. Like, he's fine. If it was like a giant figure or a figure with terrible stability, I would definitely use it, but he's good. So I throw the stand away. Not really. I just put it back in the box. But the coolest part about this figure is his meat throne. He has a throne made of chunks, I guess. I don't really know. But basically, why it's so cool is because everything that we've been looking at pretty much can go on the throne, except the stand part, but that's, you know. So the gun folds up, which we'll take a look at again in a second. And it just goes on the back of it like this. And it's a perfect, like, shape. The arrow goes on like this. And then the shield also goes on the back. Can go on the back if you want. I'm just trying to line it up blindly. There we go. And you can get him into a sitting position. And then the head of the bird lines up with that hole, which is why there was a hole at the back. Should line up. There we go. And, wow. Aura, as they say. That's just really, that's so cool looking. And the reason I kept these guys in beast mode is because there's two little pegs up here that the bird can sit on, or stand on, I guess. There we go. So he can be up there, and then the tiger can just kind of chill on the lap. That's pretty sick. That's villainy right there, you know? Evil guy, evil throne, evil animals, you know? That's cool. So, that's why I kept these guys in beast mode. That's what I wanted to show off. So I'm just going to get them back into their breast force modes, I guess is what we're going with. And then I'm just going to take them off the throne. But that is super cool. I love figures with thrones and silly accessories like that. That's just really cool to me. So, I don't remember how many backers it was to get the throne, but, you know, thank you to however many backers there were. Okay, sure. And then the other accessories, please stand. I was just talking about how good he stands without the stand. Then the other accessories, gun, shield that broke. Shield, sword, arrow, mace, pile of loot. So, let's just get these guys back into their respective modes. Like that. Push him in like a cassette. And then this guy, same thing. And there, he looks complete. In my opinion, at least. I like the gold and the angularity. For articulation, before we get into the accessories, so we're just going to have a pile of trash back there for now. He has a ball joint the head, so he can look up that far, down that far, and a full 360. No, never mind. He gets limited, but it's a far look, so he can look around. Ear articulation. These things can move like we saw earlier. He is out that far, which is pretty cool. Ratchet at the shoulder. Wings can go in and out and up. Bicep swivel. Elbow bend. A wrist swivel. Fingers. And they're split right there. And so you can, you know, get a little bit of, you know, different finger poses, I guess. A waist swivel, which is very good. Very good waist swivel. And then he has skirts. They can move out of the way for leg articulation. So forward, back, out. Nice ratchets. But, hip swivel, or thigh swivel, sorry. Knee bend. And a little bit of an ankle pivot, ankle tilt, whatever you want to call it. Don't call it an ankle pilt. Overall, very nice posability for such a big guy. Very good, just painting and sculpting. Nice reds, nice blues, nice baby blues. The grays work. The gold, oh man, the gold. I really like his little, like, Decepticon-like head crest. It's kind of like, you know, Decepticon-like. And the beak for his hat, he has like a bill. Very nice looking design, very cool looking guy. So, for accessories, whoa. For accessories, he has the gun, the living metal destroying cannon. And this thing just looks super sick. So basically, you just want to put these two tabs on his shoulder while also opening up his hand. That would be helpful. It tabs into his hand and then tabs in up there for stability. And then, of course, he has the blast effects. It's taking up the whole screen. It's so, he's big, his weapon is big, the blast effect, oh my gosh. That's amazing. Anyway. And then, like we saw earlier, that thing comes out. The shield can go on. Like that. And then you can have either a mace or a sword. The mace looks really cool. We'll take a look at that right now. It's actually a real chain. Not real, not like metal, but it's chains. It's not like molded plastic, so it looks like it's being flailed or something. So it's actually just droop, and you can spin it around. Very nice design, though. It looks really cool. But something cool is that because the head of the bird is hollow, you can just store the mace back there. And then you can give him the sword, which is huge, actually. This is like the size of like a real knife. Good thing it's not actually sharp, because that would be nuts. And then you can just put that in his hand, if he wants it, I guess. And then the arrow goes on the back of his body. And there he is, fully armored, fully weaponized, fully everything. He's ready. He's prepared. And he looks good doing it. He looks great. Just the sword is awesome. It's going off screen. The gun is excessive. It's just excess. He's just doing everything, all right? He's awesome, okay? Definitely super cool. Very nice. And for a comparison, here he is with Victory Saber. And Victory Saber is a little bit taller, but that's not fair because it's literally two guys. So he's big though. They're both commander classes, I'm pretty sure. They're, you know, Haslab. They don't really have an actual size class like most figures do, but I'm pretty sure they would be commander. So they look great together. Both very, you know, 80s Japanese, 80s, 90s Japanese anime robots. His wings are very Devilman, you know, the anime. Probably not a lot of people know that, but that's what it looks like. But yeah, they look cool together. So overall, awesome. Yeah, that's it. That's just bottom line, one word, awesome. He's awesome. He's great. Transformation is okay. It's not my favorite, but the robot mode looks great. The throne is amazing. The blast effects he comes with are great. These are perfect for literally any Decepticon you have or anybody else. Like, perfect blast effects, stupid stand, and then useless little guys that are just for Victory Saber and the Autobots. I don't know why he came with these, but overall, great set, great figure, fun, looks awesome, has a shelf presence like Victory Saber. It's amazing. So if you get a chance to get one, don't overpay. Don't ever do that. Don't pay like $500, $600 for this figure. It was I think it was like 200, maybe 200, 250, something like that on when it was up for HasLab. So don't pay more than you need to. But if you're a fan of Victory or a fan of Deathsaurus, then, you know, do what you want. I just don't think you should overpay for anything. Great figure, though. Fun. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you have any comments or questions, concerns, whatever, go ahead and comment down below. That's what it's there for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the content, I do Transformers reviews. That's pretty much the whole channel. So if you like that, if you like those, subscribe. And that's pretty much it. I will see you all in the next video.